Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I don't think we've seen a dribbler as good as this guy, Vinicius Jr., in some time. His favourite move is to receive the ball in a wide position, attract defenders his way, where he can turn them and just leave them behind and have a clean run at goal. He's a very tricky customer and getting better week by week.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And here's Scholes. Oh, that was vital. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Threads one in. Oh, great chance! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And the counter is on. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And they can counter here. Rahul. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Drogba. Tries to play it through. Rahul. Defending of the desperate variety. 15 minutes till half-time. Paris Saint-Germain look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And it's Scholes. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. There's a sharp little ball here. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Nicely shaped ball, neatly clipped into space. And smartly reclaimed. No way through. Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. Mateus. Vinicius Jr. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, what a mistake! No joy this time. And he's quick to get it clear again. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
And now, I'd just
well,
like
let's
to
not
read
beat
out
about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again, then.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Takes the shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
Griezmann usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner. They're first. That is goals and a reprieve for the time being. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. It's a searching pass. Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rooney, someone who can always claim to be the most immaculate finisher. Mateus.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Now it's Rooney. That's a cute ball. It's ended up in no man's land. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And the shots! They've done it! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Scholes is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Tries to pass it through, and the shot's on here. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they get themselves in front! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Now it's Rooney. Now, can they get him away? Great ball, and he's in here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 14, Rahul. Number 15, De Bruyne.
Played into space.
Number 8,
Chips it through.
coming on the field.
Cafu.
Number 11, Bebeto.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Number 9, Messi. Number 16.
Filippo Inzaghi.
Substitution in
Seen
progress.
that early.
There will be
And that will be it. Borussia Dortmund can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma, of leadership, of sportsmanship. He is the one and only King. Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Tries to pass it through. Oh, this is a great... Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Mbappe is onto this. That's an imaginative pass. Tonali, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's come loose. De Bruyne. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kimmich, David Villa. Tries to pass it through.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Triol promptly onto that, and that is that. Tonali, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. He gets big! And he's there to clear it. He's going for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Borussia Dortmund have reclaimed it.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
That's going to go a long way. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Platini. Oh, good ball. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Borussia Dortmund certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, he's got space here. It's a promising position. There's the delivery. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please have your entry tickets at hand.
What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. Here's the start of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. That's a good ball out wide. Cafu just loves to go forward whenever he can. Taken back almost at once. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, no joy this time. Costa Curta. Tonali. And he's managed to get free. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Well timed, excellent interception. Platini. Chiellini simply refused to be outdone there. And he welcomes it in. Cleared without complication. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, well played, well played. Has a shot! And yes, it's there! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 65 minutes.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Nicely shaped ball. That pass just didn't quite work. Rahul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice looking ball. That has been cut short. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Tonali. Oh, that's superb. And the finish! Off the post! And the lead stays intact, just.
Dia clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Coming on to replace him is number 22, Bellingham.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Haaland. Haaland! It's a loose ball, and it's Zanetti. Ball's gone out of play. And here's Haaland. Oh, good spread. This could be their final throw of the dice. All hands on deck for this one. Oh, what a climb! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Looks a good one. Chance! Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? Borussia Dortmund have been handed a game-changing chance. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And that gets things running.
Andrei Shevchenko has to be the greatest player to emerge from the former Eastern Bloc.
Yeah, he is the name, isn't he?
Well, when you think he terrorises Europe's best defenders by doing the most beautiful work in the beautiful game, and we're talking goal machine.
And it's Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, perfectly measured that. Vieira. Oh, good spread. Rummenigge.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Decent chance! Against the crossbar. Cleared without complication. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Great ball if he can get there. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Tries to play it through. Vieira. And it's Hullet. Played out to the left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivers the ball.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Borussia Dortmund still without a single shot on target. Beckham. Looking for options for movement. And he welcomes it in. A header! No, not the best of headers.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Wolfsburg applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. He's going to be disappointed with that. That pass has been well intercepted. Hullet. Vieira.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Hullet. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Vieira. Maldini. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's Drogba! Wow, that is Didier Drogba!
Oh, it was a brilliant way to more or less bring this first half to a close, and you can only applaud such a fabulous goal to separate these two teams.
And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Any strong opinions on the first half?
I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Borussia Dortmund can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Borussia Dortmund carrying a 1-goal lead. That has been cut short. Vieira. And it's Hullet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, good take and a good hit. Messi! Oh, that was wicked. A truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Goulet, Vieira, and this is Hullet, and that could set him on his way. Shevchenko is flagged offside. Costa Curta. Wolfsburg looking to pass their way through. Looking for the run. That's a good... And the shot! And yes, it's there! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Substitution in progress.
Wolfsburg choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting...
Takes a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! Into the lead once more. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And now he has two. So the lead now is 2.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
And this is Shevchenko. And that has been clubbed away. Borussia Dortmund needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Cafu plays it in. And he's quick to get it clear again. Beckham. Quality ball. And this is Drogba. Drogba unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Shevchenko. Luis Suarez. And the finish! It's in! So smooth. A signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 18, Griezmann. Coming on to replace him is number 21, Owen.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi. Luis Suarez. That is a crunching tackle.
Wolfsburg really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Goes for a shot! Could move up a gear here. Oh, what has happened here? He's found a way, real chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Hernes. Hernes! Oh, it's a beauty! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, red, nice interception.
Borussia Dortmund really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Great vision. Now it's Drogba. De Bruyne. Zanetti.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Vitinha, nicely shaped ball. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Looking for a run-up. Bastoni makes the interception. Oh, that was vital. Hoeneß. It's a searching pass, and that was nowhere near his best. Rodri. No, it's come to nothing.
Borussia Dortmund certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Vitinha. Oh, easy pickings there. That has been cut short. Vitinha. Now Hoeneß. Passes short and sharp. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And the second half gets underway.
Borussia Dortmund can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Drogba. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. Zanetti looking to provide the solidity his team so need. That'll be a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, they could break here. Borussia Dortmund still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. Costa Curta. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Borussia Dortmund are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Looking for the run. Now it's Griezmann. And he was quick to react. Vitinha. Now he's got space here. And it's made its way to him. Takes a shot! They've scored! And this is getting better and better. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
No luck with that dink over the top. And that is as far as they're going to go. And this is Messi. Rodri. That's a cute ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vitinha. Chelsea finding their passes. Can he get it through? Zanetti was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Not an errant pass. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And he cuts out the supply. And he welcomes it in. He's goes for a shot! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Number 10.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Substitution. 4 added minutes
Chelsea
has been
line.
indicated.
Oh, that's ambitious. And the goalkeeper watches it past. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
And now, I'd just like to read out our fan club members who are celebrating their birthday.
So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Aimed beyond the defence. That looks a decent ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now they can clear their lines. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's managed to get rid. Can he get it through? Oh, it's Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. And they can counter here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Eto'o. Beckenbauer makes the interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That looks a cracking ball, and he's managed to get free. It's gone in, and it is an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Now it's Eto'o.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Griezmann was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
He won't be happy with that one. De Bruyne can so cleverly bypass the press. This might spell danger.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Now it's Eto'o, and he plays one through, and it's Pedri. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
And that's been won straight back. That's a cute ball. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. And he's shoots! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. So this to extend their lead. Well, would you believe that?
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
Now it's Griezmann. Knocks it into space. And that has put paid to that. That's an imaginative pass.
1 minute added time.
Robertson. Now it's Eto'o. And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Oh, what a terrific 45 minutes, all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, you know, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff, with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking watch.
Borussia Dortmund can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, And it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way. Borussia Dortmund carrying a 1-goal lead. And that's another good win of the ball. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, the moving groans from the stands now are very audible.
Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pedri. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe, knocks it out wide, back into the middle.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That has been knocked clear. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
They're back in possession, and can he finish? Caught offside that time.
Substitution.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 15, De Bruyne. Number 18, Griezmann. Coming on the field, number 22.
Great
Bellingham.
defending, strong and
Number
determined.
4, Didier Drogba.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Vieira cuts out the pass. Now it's Inzaghi. Under an awful lot of pressure. Now it's Stoichkov. The sides separated then just by that one unfortunate moment. 1-0 the score.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the...
Could be danger here. Lovely, now that... And Stoichkov! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Brazil with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Pedri! Pedri! So, what can they make of this? That's a throw.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Eto'o, real chance! And he's there to get it away.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
And it's Kimmich. Oh, that's a fine interception. Drogba. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to play it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that's that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.